right, we're going to talk about section 2, the circumference of a circle. This is something that you're just going to have to memorize. We use it so much in math and kind of in life as well. So you need to memorize this, this formula for the rest of your life and be able to do it in your sleep. But it's pretty easy, so that's great. Circumference of a circle is basically another fancy word for perimeter of the circle, or the distance or the length around the circle. If I were to measure this length with a ruler, that would be the circumference. The formula is circumference equals 2 times pi times r, which is the radius, so 2 pi r. You might also see the circumference, since 2 times r is the diameter, you might also see it as pi times the diameter. Those things are the exact same thing. Let's go over example 1, which is already done for you. Example 1 is find the circumference of each circle, find the length around the circle. In the first example, we know that the diameter is 6 centimeters. So I'm going to use the formula circumference equals pi times diameter. In this case, there's kind of two choices. You can approximate pi. A lot of math will just say 3.14 for the approximation of pi. This example is using 3.142. Or sometimes you can just keep the entire value of pi. But we're going to take the value of pi times the diameter, which is 6, multiply these two values, and you get 18.85 centimeters. And so that is the approximate distance around this circle. Not the exact value, because we used an estimated value for pi, but pretty close. Example number 2, we have that the radius is 4 centimeters. So I'm going to use 2 pi r. So I have 2 times the value of pi, which I'm going to approximate as 3.142, times radius, which is 4. I'm going to multiply all those together, and I'm going to get 25.14 centimeters. That is the distance around the circle. And just to kind of caution you, a lot of times when you're dealing with like geometry or picture problems, the pictures will not be to scale. So you see these two circles, they're the exact same, the exact same shape. They're obviously the exact same shape, the exact same circle, but this one is saying that this distance is 6 and this distance is 4. They're not to scale, so don't expect your geometry pictures to be to scale. All right, let's go ahead and do example 2. The circumference of a circle is 22 inches. We need to find the radius. We need to work backwards. So let me see, if I were to draw a picture, because drawing pictures is nice, I were to know that the entire distance around this circle is 22 inches. I need to figure out what this distance is, this radius. So I'm going to start by writing out my formula. Circumference equals 2 pi r. And I'm going to fill in what I know. The circumference is 22. 2 times pi times, well, I don't know what r is. I'm going to solve for r, so I'm going to divide by 2 pi. 2 pi divided by 2 pi is nothing, or is 1. 22 divided by 2 pi. Now I'm going to give you two answers. I'm going to give you the exact answer, which actually has pi in the answer, so I'm not rounding it at all, and then I'm going to round as well. So if I were doing the exact answer, I would say radius equals 22 divided by 2 is 11, and then pi is on the bottom. So my exact answer is 11 divided by pi inches. This is exact. Okay, this, because I am keeping pi in my answer, that has all of the infinite digits of pi in it. If I were rounding, I would just take my calculator, and I would do 11 divided by, you could do 3.14 as an approximation, and get 3.50 blah, 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 blah. Or my calculator actually has pi in there. That's going to be a better estimation, because instead of dividing by 3.14, it's going to divide by all of the digits of pi, which is kind of nice. So I'm just going to do that. And 3.5, but you'll notice that my answers are really pretty close. So my approximate, I'm going to use these two squiggly lines here to say that this is an approximate answer. I'm estimating. Not estimating, I'm rounding. So I'm going to round to the nearest tenth. So 3.5 inches. and this is my approximate. Approximate. So exact answer has pi, approximate, you're rounding to the nearest tenth or hundredth or whatever the assignment tells you to do. So your goal, you need to memorize the formula. You need to know what this formula is and be able to do it in your sleep because it's such an important formula. What you're gonna do for the maze, please start at the start. Don't start at the end, that would make no sense. Start at the start. You're gonna solve it, find the circumference of a pizza that has a diameter of 10, and then you're gonna go from there, working your way to the end.